Hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to check out the newest stance for single daggers that was released with Plains of Eidolon's Stinging Thorn. Now the Stinging Thorn is described as a stance that has vigorous slashes with forceful stabs, and it comes with a V polarity, so it matches the Ceramic Dagger, Heat Dagger, Charis and the Sheave. So let's check it out. So the first combo is called Piercing Horn, and this is your standard button mash that consists of 3 separate attacks. You started off with a double strike where the first hit is a downward strike that likes to hit headshots, and it's followed up by a wide sweeping attack that will hit all enemies in front of you. You will then do a forward roll in the air and do another downward strike, though this one doesn't really hit headshots, and you will finish it off with 2 stabs. The first one just hits the enemy in front of you, and the second one can hit multiple enemies, but the range on daggers is so low that it's not very likely. Now one really cool thing about this combo is that the second attack, so the one where you roll forward and do a downward strike, will proc slash, and the attack after that, so the double stab, will proc impact, which staggers whatever you hit, and that is a very nice thing to have on a button mash combo. The second combo is called Carving Spike, and this is a forward combo, so all you have to do is just hold forward while mashing the melee button. This one starts off once again with a downward strike that likes to hit headshots, which is immediately followed up by a wide sweeping attack that will hit all enemies in front of you. You will then do an AoE attack that will hit enemies in front and to the left of you, and follow it up with 2 quick stabs that will each proc slash. Once you're done with the stab extravaganza, you will cut off your thumb twice while switching into an ice pick grip and doing a downward strike, which is immediately followed up by an upward strike that looks like it can hit multiple enemies, but I never got it to hit more than 1 enemy. And you will finish the combo off by spinning your dagger in the air and doing a forward stab that procs slash and opens the enemy up for a finisher. Now slash procs and finishers are good on all weapon types, but for daggers, finishers are extremely powerful because daggers can be equipped with the Covert Lethality mod, which will instant kill an enemy if you can perform a finisher on them. So if I jump into the Simulacrum and equip my Charis with nothing but Covert Lethality as well as the Stinging Thorn stance and use it versus a level 130 Bombard, I can still one-shot the Bombard if I go through the whole forward combo and chain it into a finisher. And the best thing about this is that it's a forward combo, so you're constantly moving forward while doing it. You can even sprint. The third combo is called Impaling Quail, and it's a block combo, so all you have to do is hold the block button while mashing the melee button. And it starts off once again with a double strike where the first hit is a downward slash that likes to hit headshots, which is immediately followed up by a wide sweeping attack that hits all enemies in front of you. You will then do 2 very quick stabs, both of which proc slash, and do sort of a spinning attack, but it only hits enemies to the left and in front of you. It doesn't hit everything around you. And then the combo gets a little bit crazy because you will bring the blade close to your body and do a spinning attack, which is accompanied by a kick, and follow it up with a double kick. But that's still not everything, because there is one more double strike left to go. So there is first of all this backhand strike right here, which is followed up by you throwing the blade in the air. I guess the animation is a little bit wonky, catching it with both hands and doing one final strike. I like this combo an awful lot. It allows you to sprint forward while you're performing it, which is always nice because it gives you a ton of mobility, and it means you can just zoom from enemy to enemy very quickly, and the animations are pretty damn neat as well. And the fourth and final combo is called Lacerating Spine, and this is a pause combo where you have to pause after the first attack. And the window for the pause here is very generous, so it's really easy to pull off in the middle of a fight. And this one, just like all the other combos, starts with a double strike where the first hit is a downward slash that likes to hit headshots, and the second one is a wide sweeping attack that hits all enemies in front of you. This is followed up by another double strike where the first hit is a downward slash that can hit headshots if you align it properly, and the second hit is basically the same thing in reverse. You will then throw the blade in the air, and I'm gonna stop the video right here and I'm gonna let you guess what happens next. Go on, have a guess. We good? Okay, if you guessed that you grab the blade with your toes and start spinning around like a madman, congratulations! You are right. Yes, you do indeed grab the dagger with your toes and do an AoE double strike that hits all enemies around you. That is now a thing you can do. And once you're done swinging the blade around with your toes, you will pick it back up and do one final stab. This is now the silliest combo in the entire game. Look at it. Just look at it. This is simultaneously the dumbest and the most amazing thing I have ever seen. And the stance also changes the quick attack to the first 2 hits of the button mash combo. Now this stance, unlike the other stances that were released with Plains of Eidolon, does not come as a reward from a bounty, nor does it drop from one of the Grunir commanders. This one drops from Vomvelists, the little floaty Eidolons that you find all over the plains during the night and during the Terrorlist fight. Now since I don't use single daggers that much, I generally prefer something a little bit bigger like the Galatine or the Jetkit tag. I had to go back and play with the other stances first to kind of refresh my memory and see how it compares to them. And it didn't take long before I wanted to switch back to the Stinging Thorn, because you can feel it, you can feel that this is a newer stance. It doesn't restrict your movement as much, the movement just feels a lot better while you're doing combos, and on top of that, 3 out of the 4 combos allow you to sprint forward while you're performing them, so the whole stance just feels far more fluid and as a result more fun, at least for me. I like fluidity in my combos. It's also not as rare as the other stances that were released with Plains of Eidolon, because if you've been hunting the Terrorlist and progressing through the Quill reputation, you probably already have it, because I have 3 of them and I've only killed the Terrorlist like 40 or 50 times and I don't hunt Vomvelists that much. And when you take all of that and add the sheer spectacle of some of the combos, because even though they're utterly ridiculous, they still look really cool, and add the slash procs and impact procs and the really cool quick attack that you get with the stance, and you add the combo that opens enemies up to finishers so you can one-shot them with covered lethality, you get a stance that you should probably get your hands on because it's pretty damn good. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.